Hello, this is Hope Roski with Weddings and Celebrations. Well, today I have a guest here. Her name is Robin Nino. Robin, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's so good to have you here because your event centers, you have two of them located in the Fresno area, are not only great for wedding celebrations, but people who have their events there are giving back to the community. And I am sure the viewers want to know, just like I did, how does going to an event center and having your special day, whether it's a quince, wedding, engagement party, anniversary party, how does your event center give back to the community? Because I find that to be fascinating.
Yeah, so our event center portion of the money that comes in from every event, we put towards our nonprofit, which is called the ACTS Foundation. ACTS, it stands for Actively Coming Together Selflessly. Mm-hmm. And we do a variety of different things. We do food giveaways twice a month for the city of Fresno, operating out of Mint Thrift on Shaw, right behind Chili's.
Right.
And we also service 110 different senior citizens throughout the month and bring them groceries. And then we are doing our turkey giveaway for families in need this weekend, and then a bike giveaway for underserved kids in the school district in December.
That's wonderful. So, I mean, to me, that just is what you would call a win-win, because not only can you get a great venue, but knowing that part of what you're putting down is going into helping our Fresno community. Can you tell us about where the locations are in the valley?
Yeah. So our north venue is located in Madera off of Highway 41, about 10 minutes from River Park, across from Tesoro Viejo. And then we have our west venue located in northwest Fresno, right behind Costco and Winco.
Okay, so about how many people does your event center hold?
So our west venue in northwest Fresno has a capacity of 200, and our one in Madera has a capacity of 300.
Okay, so depending on the size of the event may depend on the location where you are.
Yes.
Okay, so if somebody comes to you and has an event and they say, I don't know who to get as a florist or who does the catering, how do you help the client out with that?
So we give recommendations of vendors that have worked in our venue. We have never recommended vendors that we've never worked with before. So we know firsthand that they're great. We usually give them our top 2 or 3 vendors from each type of vendor. So that way they can price them out, and they can kind of take a look at their Instagram pages to see, what style fits them best. So that's what we do.
And also flexible enough that if they have their own people too, that you will accommodate working
Absolutely.
with that business. Well, that's terrific. That sounds good. How many days a week are you open?
Pretty much every day of the week.
Okay, and what are your hours?
So we do have hours of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. However, even after hours, we answer the phone line if we can. It is a cell phone, so you can also send text messages to it.
So the business line is basically 9 to 5, but if somebody's having an evening event, how long could they have their event up until in the evening?
So we give them a 6-hour time frame for their event. Of course, we give them additional time beyond the 6 hours for setup and teardown. And the 6 hours can go until 1 a.m.
Wow, that's good. That's good to know, because there's some people here in the valley that like to have a good time.
Yeah, so do we.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's what it's all about, is having that good time. So let's say it's a wedding and you have a bride and groom and they need a place to get ready. Are there special salons or suites, if you will, for them to get ready?
Yes, actually, we have a bridal suite and we have a groom's room.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. That's terrific. And then, moving forward into this, how would people then book out? Like, do they need like a couple weeks, months? What are we talking about in booking out?
If the date's available, we will we'll let them book. Now, no, we don't normally book any closer than 2 years out.
Okay.
Or any further out than 2 years.
Right.
But we even we've had some like emergency situations where it's going to rain and they're like, oh, I need a place indoors, and we happen to be open that weekend, and they booked it.
So speaking of which, then, is your facility indoor, outdoor, specifically indoor?
So our north venue in Madera is indoor and outdoor.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, and then our west venue is only indoor.
Okay, because it's located at, you said Life Church, correct?
Lifebridge Church.
Lifebridge Church. Okay, terrific. Well, I would love the viewers to take a look at your venue, and if you could tell us what we're looking at as we're moving along, that would be great.
Yeah, so this is the outdoor space of our north venue, and that's usually where the ceremony takes place, cocktail hour, things like that. That is actually specifically where the ceremony takes place in this picture, right underneath the pergola. And then these are just, the next two pictures are just a couple of the events that we've had at our north venue.
Okay, great. So again, people have to be specific about if they want the northwest venue, that they have to understand that that's going to be their indoor venue, and then that's in the northwest part of the valley on Shaw, and then the one out more towards Woodward Park and out towards Teresa Viejo, that is an indoor-outdoor facility that holds up to 300.
Correct.
All right, wonderful. Well, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit more about how you got into this business, because people are always fascinated. Well, what made you go into wanting to organize weddings and special events?
Yeah, so I actually didn't realize I actually would enjoy this as much as I do until I got into it. So I've actually been with this organization for 7 years, but this part of the organization I came on about 3 years ago. December will be 3 years. And I was just asked to come on board and to help make this happen and help it take off, and I did, and that's kind of how that happened. I've always loved customer service. I worked for a dermatologist in Fresno for 9 years, and I was her front desk manager for the last 3 years of me working there, and I've just always loved working with people, and so I was like, okay, let's give it a go.
Well, that's wonderful. So what other special events besides weddings have you had at your venue?
We've done Sweet 16s, quinceañeras, we've done corporate events. Unfortunately, we're hosting a funeral today, funeral reception. So we do a lot of those. And yeah, we've done just ceremony onlys.
Oh, okay.
And we've done just receptions, just wedding receptions. We do a lot of Indian events. I love doing jagos and things like that. It's so much fun.
Well, it sounds like a great place to have an event for any special time in a person's life. And I think that what you're doing for the community is absolutely beautiful. And I can't think of any other venue in the valley that's doing that. And the fact that you're giving back that way is just, it's a nice sign of humanity's still out there and moving strong.
Yeah.
So I just thank you so much, Robin, for coming in today and telling us about Buena Vista Event Center. How can people get in touch with you?
You can give us a call at our line that's on the screen right now. You can send a text message, an email. You can go into our website, Instagram, Facebook. We're everywhere.
Well, good. See, they're everywhere. Everywhere and helping the Valley. Robin, Nino, thank you so much for coming in today, and I appreciate it. This is Hope Roski with Weddings and Special Events.